Volkanovski pitched a shutout at UFC 325 against Diego Lopez in their rematch, 50-45 on one of the scorecards, which is insane. Today I'm going to break down and recap UFC 325. Banger card, better than UFC 324 in my opinion. Not biased because of the winners or anything of those cards. Might be a little bit, but let's get into it. Alright, starting off down here with the Road to UFC finale stuff. A good few of my picks were right here, which is good, even though I didn't watch any episode of it. The fights were pretty low level. There were some like exciting moments, because of course that's what's going to happen with like low level MMA fights. It's going to be some like crazy exchanges, which was definitely the case for some of these fights. One of my picks here, the Nakamura pick, almost went a bit wrong until the end of that knee. The Slazley guy was being pretty dominant throughout the first two rounds and then got a nasty knee to the face. I also picked the two, Lawrence Louis here and Nakamura. They're both underdogs, which I didn't kind of know during the fight, but got the picks right. So these two can just go together. The boxing of the Sulangrangbo guy, I can't say names, bro. The boxing of him was fast, sharp, it was good. Landed some big punches. For someone who's 20 years old, he's got power in his hands, man. They should give him a contract anyway, but they're probably not going to do that. Oh yeah, I didn't notice that their portraits are now not great anymore, which is cool. I wonder if they just changed like complexion or something like that in like Photoshop. Don Ma Fan put on a dominant performance as the favourite in this fight. I did pick Kim, Sangwook Kim. Well, these complicated names, bro. But yeah, Don Ma Fan's got a bit of like an aura around him. He puts up the middle finger and stuff like that. Pretty good to watch. It's pretty entertaining. He's landing some good like spinning elbows out the clinch against the fence, which is super exciting. Made the fight really good. He won the lightweight tournament. He's lightweight tournament winner for UFC Road to Asia. Moving on to this Khan Offley Izar fight. Might have been one of the worst decisions I've ever seen in my life. Khan Offley didn't land a single knockdown, yet he got knocked down several times in round 2, at least once in round 1. Should have been a 10-8 in round 2 for Izar. So I don't know how he got the decision win. I'm moving on so I don't get too angry at the UFC judges, man. They're always having like bad takes with fights. I don't know why they do that. It's like so clearly not close enough to give him the robbery win. Jonathan Mikalev, Owen Elliott. Owen Elliott was having a fight, man. It was a really good performance up until he got submitted. I think he said on his stream that he got like blinded by one of the hit shots and tried to close the distance and ended up getting taken down, submitted. What submission was it? Rear naked choke, I think. He didn't tap, so he didn't quit. Owen Elliott didn't quit. Good performance from him. He can beat some of the guys at welterweight, man. He could have beat Mikalev, but obviously, man, Mikalev had like the power in his hands, man. The punch, like the difference in strength was like very apparent in the fight. So it's what it is. Malkoun, Torres, Finney. I wasn't giving Jacob Malkoun his credit, man, like at all. I was saying he was just gonna get dog walk, knocked out by Torres Finney, but he did the dog walking. I think 30-26 and 2 scorecards. Like, that's insane, man. Cam Rouse and Cody Bundage. Bundage sucks. He should get cut from the UFC, honestly. His record's like 11-8 now. Like, no point having him on the roster. He just sucks. He didn't show up. Cam Rouston, good win for him. 2-0 in the UFC. Maybe 3-0 with the Contender Series. Not the best win, but also not a bad win. Kind of proves you can be up there in the middleweights. Cody Bundage like did Anthony Smith left there and just curled up into a ball. Didn't really fight back at all. So, is what it is. Like the final prelim, Junior Taffa, Billy Lacana. Junior Taffa looked fine, man. He got a knockdown too. Like, he didn't look as bad as in previous fights. It just wasn't really enough. He's got no ground game. Lacana like textbook submitted him. I don't really know what to say about this fight. It was like expected to go this way. I think I picked Lacana by knockout, but it's fine. He didn't have the same power on the feet. Just took it to the ground, got an easy submission there. Wasn't really too much of a problem for him. Right, Quillen Salkill continues to be such a great prospect in the UFC. Top 15 ranked opponent next is surely happening. Give him like Chandler, Marcano, Benil Dariush. I need him. Run it. He beats them all, in my opinion. Performance of the night. Quick, easy submission. He's right to be that much of a favourite. It was just easy for him. Good win for Quillen Salkill. Proves he's still up there as a top prospect. Probably the top prospect in the UFC right now. Excited to see who he fights next. Hopefully top 15 ranked opponent. Moving on to the Battle of the Blobs. These two have no cardio between them, man. They got tired from the end of round 1. They couldn't even get up at the end of the fight. They just sat next to each other against the cage. Too fast they could have finished the fight, but he's just too like fat, man. I can't say anything about being fat. I'm fat. But man, he's fat, man. It's a different level. He's just slow and fat. Both of them were. Shao had good ground game, just holding him down there. Good kicks. He kept trying to kick up the middle. That landed quite a few times. Tai Tuivasa just like put his head in front of him, just let him get himself hit a few times. Probably made him lose a round, honestly. I thought Tai Tuivasa won the fight based on damage in the last round. Rocked him a bit. Did he drop him? I can't remember. I don't think so. Decent win for Teixeira. Don't know how it went to decision. No one thought that. There's always these fights you don't think are going to decision, they do. Now for this fight, I did pick Fiziev in the video, but if you look at the comments, just before the fight happened, I changed my pick to Rufi. You know, thinking like, oh, cop out. I did change my pick to Rufi. Nasty KO against Rafael Fiziev in round 2. He was getting backed up the whole fight though, so that's kind of bad. Even though he's like comfortable on the back foot. I think Rufi's the first person to have a knockout Fiziev in the UFC. Maybe in his whole career. Man, Fiziev's record's not that good, man. 2 losses to Justin Gaethje is not that bad, to be fair. Great performance by Mauricio Rufi, back in the win column after losing to BSD. Was it a fluke win? Nah, probably not. He probably still needs to work on his grappling. Rufi's now in the top 10. BSD Dan Hooker co-main event. It was a good fight for how long it lasted. Dan Hooker's piecing him up, hitting him with nasty body shots which hurt him, and he kind of had to hide it. And the grappling again, like Dan Hooker's grappling's his biggest weakness. He tried getting the guillotine a few times, just didn't really work. Benoit just kept rolling out of it. You know, Benoit ended up finishing it with the ground and pound. Like a solid 40 seconds of it too. Dan Hooker probably took too much damage in that fight, I can't lie. The Hodin probably took way too much damage, but he probably wanted that. He probably like, don't stop it too early. Dan Hooker, they should do the Paddy Pimblett fight anyway. It's a big fight. Dan Hooker could retire if he loses that fight. It won't be a bad loss for him. He's probably like 8 ranked now. We're going to move him down all of the spots. Lost 2 in a row. Losing to Arman and BSD back to back. Not bad losses though. BSD's now on a 4-fight finish streak after losing to Poirier and Moicano back to back, I think. He's gone on to put on some good performances, like proper good performances to be fair. They should give him the winner of Max Charles or Arman Tsarukyan next. I don't know. I think Arman's probably ready to fight. BSD didn't take too much damage. They could probably run that middle of the year. International Fight Week, you know. Alright, main event. Volk keeps his belt. Crazy that he's defending. Getting 50-45 scorecards. Bro's different level. Featherweight GOAT for sure. Tied Aldo for wins and title fights. Apparently Aldo is 11 if you count the WEC, but they don't in UFC. But still, Alexander Volkanovski is the GOAT. Beating Max Holloway 3 times is like not an easy man to beat at all. Even though a bit over in the second fight, but it is what it is. He's still got the nod, that's what's on his record. Beat Brian Ortega, beat TKZ, beat Yair Rodriguez, Lopez time 2. Like, incredible, man. Dominant performance, picked him apart. Diego Lopez can't cut off the cage, save his life. Was swinging big, knocked down Volk in the 3rd round. That might have swung around for him. It was either 5-0, 4-4 or 4-1 to Volk. Complete shutout, just like the first fight. Like, nothing changed. If anything, Volk took less damage. Diego broke both his feet. Like, you can see it on the slow motion replay. Like, his foot just completely broke his foot. You see him wincing backwards. Volk was right to be the favourite. He should have been a heavier favourite. I don't think they're going to fight again for a very long time. Volk should fight their own Murphy. I don't think he should fight Evloev. Evloev doesn't deserve it. He's been out. Dropped out of the Pico fight. He was meant to fight Pico first, and Murphy stepped in and KO'd him. The winner of that fight was technically promised a title fight, because Pico was going to get it if he beat Evloev or Murphy. So just give it to Murphy, man. Do it middle of the year. Volk doesn't seem that injured. He's got cuts and scratches in his face. Of course, he's been having a fight, but on the first fight, he was limping out of the place, limping back to the backstage. And this fight, he was walking around all good with his belt. Well, Diego was done with broken feet. Yeah, good for Volkanovski, 37 years old, defended his belt. Great performance. Can't wait to see him again. Glad he didn't retire, to be fair, because he's still got more left in the tank, clearly, after getting a 50-45 scorecard. Thanks for watching my UFC 325 recap. This is my first one of these I've ever done. So if you liked it, leave a like, subscribe, tell me what you want to do next. I've got video ideas lined up for next week, if I can be bothered. Not going to be breaking down, the fight nights, they're too boring. The next breakdown I'll do is UFC 326 in March. That's quite a while away. I might do Strickland Hernandez or something like that. If that's in February, I think it is right. Anyway, like, subscribe. Peace.